everyone. Today we will discuss a poem by Edmund Spenser. One day I wrote her name upon the strand. About the poet, he was born on 1552 in London, England. His famous works are The Fairy Queen, an epic allegorical poem celebrating Queen Elizabeth I, and the title he was known as the poet's poet because many poets admired and were influenced by him. The theme of his work often dealt with virtue, mortality, politics, and religion, and some of his major notable works are Amority, Epithalamion, and the Shepherd Calendar. Now we will move forward toward the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is the transcendence of life and love. So here the poem begins by acknowledging that worldly things like names written on sand are temporary and easily erased. The second is the desire for immortality through poetry, which means that here speaker wishes to immortalize his beloved not through the physical means but through the power of verse. Okay. And third is conflict between mortality and art, which means that while the beloved reminds the speaker that she likes her name, the poet argues that poetry can defy him or defy time. Fourth point is the external power of true love, which means that here poet expresses that, or here the poem expresses the idea like that true loves can overcome death and live on in memory and art. And last is the role of the poet as a creator, which means that the poet assumes a gold-like role. Okay, gold-like role, claiming that he can make his beloved's virtue eternal, like throughout or through his writing. He can make his beloved virtue to seem eternal. And the summary is here it shows that in this sonnet, the poet describes how he once write his beloved names of the sand of the beach, but each time the waves came and washed it away. His beloved then tells him that just like her name disappears, she too will die one day, and nothing in the world is permanent. However, the poet disappears or disagrees, sorry. He says that while her body may perish, his love and poetry will make her live forever. He promises to immortalize her through his verses so that future generation will read and write about her and their love. In the end, the poem celebrates the power of poetry to give eternal life to love and beauty. So this is very short poem. So the meaning of this summary is here the poem is a sonnet, okay, in which here the poet wants to tell you that his lover, name on the sand, but waves keep washing it away. His beloved says that, like her name disappear, she too will die one day and be forgotten. But the poet say no, she will keep her memory alive through his poetry. And he also believes that her verses will make her name and their love life forever and even after death. So the poem shows the power of love and poetry defeat time and death.